looking for the camera for a good 5 minutes and I realized it was still attached to the computer from last night. Oops. Morning. It's Aaron's leaving the shower here soon, and I'm not sure if he's gonna. So I already have my pills, so we don't have to deal with that. More of that sound. And Yogurt. Dishwasher's going. Practice is at the intermediate school. It's funny because I'm like, Woodland is a town of like, what's the population? What is the population of Woodland, Washington?
The population of Woodland was 5,952 in 2016.
What is an intermediate school?
According to Wikipedia, a middle school is an educational stage which exists in some countries, providing education between primary school and secondary school.
What is the difference between an intermediate school and a middle school?
According to Quora, in this part of the U.S., elementary schools are sometimes split into primary schools, intermediate schools, middle schools, and high schools.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So Woodland has 4 schools for 5,000 people. Elementary school, which is primary school, K through 2nd, intermediate school, 3rd through 5th, middle school, 6th through 8th, and then the high school, 9th through 12th. Yeah, Little Woodland, Washington has, I mean, obviously they have to have an elementary school, and then they've got an intermediate school, which we're going to be practicing at today. We played before at the middle school, and I keep hearing about a high school, but I don't know where it's at. It's on Dyke Access Road. Okay. Oh, it's past the Taco Bell. Okay, that's cool. They got a big field. I mean, it's a normal-sized field, but they got big stands and everything. 4 baseball fields. The high school takes their sports seriously. We're gonna be... There's I-5. Like, where? There's no field. And the closest thing that... Oh, no, that's a soccer field. Okay. I should probably pull in the back over there then. There's the intermediate school with the field we're probably going to be at. And satellite images are usually like a couple years old anyway. And then here's the middle school with the field we've played a couple games at. Last year's playoff games, the Viper game. Is that the only ones? Yeah. Because we had away, home, away. And then we went to Richfield for 2 games, and then had an away game, and then back to Woodland. Oh, it's right there next to the middle school. Why would you put the primary school next to the middle school when they have to jump grades over to the intermediate school across town? I'm losing my mind. I'm trying to figure this out, and it's not working. I need to get more to stretching and stuff. Back yesterday with Willie, but... I know, I said I wasn't pushing myself, but doing back is not necessarily pushing yourself. Like rows, pull downs, this, biceps. It's not like doing legs or like heavy duty chest. Yeah. So it's 8:26 right now. I'm gonna turn music back on. Alright, I can't see you. That's my cue. So we're here in Woodland. We found out where the field We found out where the field is. There we are. And yeah, we have to go in the side, not the front, at least to get where I think the field is. So, Aaron wants to get something to drink. He's coming with me to practice. Probably will not get any film just because I'm like in that mode where I'm like, I don't want to film our stuff because other people will watch it. You know, it's not a great idea to broadcast your secrets. But he's in getting something to drink. Because we went by a high school pharmacy, which we were like, wow, high school pharmacy, what's it doing still in business? We walk inside, half the store is empty. Because they're merging with Ace Hardware. Because Ace Hardware is being bought and a grocery outlet being put in its place. Aaron and I need to get a spin in, but I think we can do that down in the Couve. And closest one here, because the oh man, Woodland 100-year anniversary sign. I need to get directions to the intermediate school because I have turned myself around beyond all recognition. I don't know where everything's at. I think I just go back out this road and try to hang up. Can I take a look? It says no left turn. And I go up and I turn on Salmon. It's gonna be 4 minutes to get there. Here it comes. Okay. You have to remember I need to turn on Salmon instead. They're going all the way up to where the school's at. What'd you get? Just water?
Water, coconut water.
Chocolate? Oh good, that's fine. I don't really want
teriyaki jerky so that we can both have some
Okay.
after practice.
Oh gosh, those are some really big gophers. Or whatever. I don't know. They're just like, oh, there's probably one of them because it's in a line. But I'm just like, oh no. Although I will say, you know, for just a general grassy area, this is fairly nice for kids to come through, like from the neighborhood, and just run around and scream at the top of their lungs. It's great. But yeah, when you're driving past and you find Gun Club Road, you're like, oh God, it's America. This is full-blown America town. A lot of 12s. Like I seem like everybody has a 12s flag in their living room. And I'm like, after all these trades that are happening recently, how many people are gonna be taking those down? Whatever. I'm making a loop around for Pokemons. Just seeing how much cam it gets. Oh my gosh! I'm gonna be practicing football on top of Gopher Metropolis. The benefit about this car is that the middle thing is flat. Hey! Aaron's been in here reading. You finished like 3 books?
No.
For that 3 hours of practice? I'm just using this as a place to sit down and vlog, and
Welcome.
It's not quite high enough. Does this thing go up? Oh my God! It does go up. And just worked in some of my black and white. But it's like, I don't know if you guys can see that because it's cut like dirt plus sand. It's the sand's in there for irrigation.
Yeah.
But at least it comes off in one fell chunk. It's a good field. It is good ground. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Not necessarily.
Well, as I said when I walked around this thing, there's actually a little pathway over there, over into that neighborhood. Mm-hmm. And I was like, well, this is a good field for kids to come and sort of be corralled. Yeah. There's a fence so you can kind of, you know, do stuff. I'm gonna lamp it. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna go home and get food. I was like, you were complaining all practice about you wanting some chicken fried steak, and now Tyler's gonna go eat chicken fried steak, and you said I'm gonna go home and eat. He goes, what? You think I can get free food off my good looks? I'm like, maybe in this town. To which everyone's just like, oh, shots fired. Like the high school pharmacy is like half in business. There's a Gun Club Road.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So when I went out walking, someone said, he's talking about you.
Yeah, because you were walking in and someone said, look, there's one of our new tackles. And I looked over and I went, oh, hell no, that guy's got about athleticism as a lopsided grapefruit.
Gotcha.
And they're like, hey, Aaron, he's talking about you. And I'm like, oh, and then you're like, what? And that's when I said lopsided grapefruit, because I said roughly the same thing. I think it was up at Nighthawks.
I kind of figured it was that. It was,
yeah,
I think beforehand you said something like athletic ability of a kumquat.
No, it was a grapefruit.
Grapefruit?
I don't like, it's not that I don't like your athletic ability. I don't like grapefruits. I mean, I'll eat them, but I'm leaving them in the back because they're icky and they're gross. Devin's car does not have a turn radius, apparently. My keys. Well, at least we don't have to stop anywhere. Gas is good. Phone has Snapchat, Get Germanized, Sober's Chat, missed call from Brad. Why are you calling me on the weekend? I have some news to... Is that everything? In theory, that's everything. So, yeah, oh, there's my gloves. Looking for my gloves. I was like, my gloves. Oh, Jesus, where are my gloves? They're underneath a skills bag that holds my ladder and cones. Did you sit in this?
No.
Okay. Just feels a little further back than usual. How many times did the car die and start back up?
Oh, I didn't have it on most of the time.
Oh, so I got out, did everything, and you kind of just turned it off?
Yeah. Rolled down my window a little bit.
Yeah.
Turned it on, roll it back up when it started raining. Well,
so
when
Tyler
it started getting in.
So apparently the coaches got together, and Tyler, they floated an idea amongst themselves, and Thor is on board with this idea. So when Thor is on board with the idea, I realized it wasn't like Tommy and Tyler messing with me. They want me to play like kind of an off-cycle guard, like on the line.
I don't know what that means.
The guy next to the center. And off-cycle is, I'm not necessarily first string, but if we know we're going to be doing pulling maneuvers, at least to my side, or whatever, they put me on that side because I'm fast, at least faster than other linemen, and don't have to worry about like being a tackle where I have to pass block or hook around or or do anything with a defensive end. There may not be someone in front of me as a guard. Because they're either if they're in a one tech, then the center's probably got him. If they're on a 3 tech, then we've got another thing for that one. Or even so, I'm pulling and center's going for that guy. And then basically, yeah. So because of football rules, I have to change numbers.
Oh, 17?
59.
Oh.
And Tyler's like, why that number? I'm like, it's Luke Kuechly's number. And he's like, why Luke Kuechly? I was like, I admire him. He's like, what, like Luke Kuechly? I'm like, you don't need to know my search history. Let's just say 59. And Darren like looks around and he goes, nope, nobody has 59. You want 59? I'm like, yeah, that works. I go, also I'll be able to, it's a linebacker number. He's like, so yeah, you'll be 59 as the offensive guard and the outside linebacker. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So it's gonna look super weird now if you got 59 out there at corner. So it even locked down more during a game. I will be playing outside linebacker because
awesome.
You don't want 59 out there as a corner. People be looking at you weird, especially when like for some of the game you've seen him playing offensive guard. Of course, that could be weird because you could be like, oh god, this guy was playing guard. Now he's out here at corner. Okay, oh he can run. So yeah, now that when like receivers are running their drills and whatnot, and they're doing like hard pass and linemen are doing their stuff, I'm going over and working with linemen.
Cool.
Is this half?
Maybe a little less. There were 2 really huge chunks. That's one of them.
Like this one?
That's one of them.
Oh. I don't even think less than that.
Yeah, there's crumbs.
Crumbs? What's a crumb? We gotta go to Kathy's. Alright, so apparently Aaron decided to hold a chick.
I've never held a live bird before. Oh.
It might cup in your hand. Don't have to
There's
God, you're
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many are there?
8.
8.
Can you
Figured I'd just ask rather than try to count moving objects. Apparently Kathy says we can feed them mealworms. And I'm just like, nope.
It is.
I don't want to feed them.
We gotta change the bedding. It's not.
Those actual live? No, they're
not.
They're dead mealworms, Aaron.
Oh, gosh. Somehow that's better.
The thing is, people eat mealworms.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, hang on.
Just a little bit, man. It's not a lot today.
They probably don't know because there's too many people.
Alex!
Oh, they just don't like our hands,
Yeah.
but they'll eat them.
They are obsessed with that reflective surface that's the temperature. Well, it's also because it's directly underneath the light, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Groom's colder.
Max here wants to protect them. And this little, she wants to eat them.
Yeah, because she's a killer. Who been telling you about the rat hunt we had in our garage?
Come here, Daisy. Come here, Daisy.
Oh gosh. Oh. That's nasty.
Come on, quick.
Sometimes like this.
So this is Kathy's dog. That's Bob's dog.
And it's not good.
Where are the
Like,
kids'
you don't
dogs?
like that taste. Outside.
Okay.
Like,
And you guys said you have a couple other dogs outside, right?
yeah, it's fine if you only have like a little.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4 others right now.
So you have 8 total?
We have this one dog that has a huge tumor on.
Oh, it's so disgusting.
It's just mean.
Probably not something I want to be showing
He's a black and
people.
white dog, and so it makes his tumor look like an udder, and he looks like a cow.
Kind of like Rudy's belly? Oh no.
His little penis head is on the side of his tumor, so when he pees over there.
So like, if you wants to like, pee on against a tree, just
Yeah.
Houses don't jump.
I was waiting for the lightning to start striking. We have enough hail.
oh
It looks like we've gotten some snow.
my gosh, look on the road. This probably looks like.
I know.
Oh, I know. People are not,
Bro, that was just
Unbelievable.
but it's sort of like, you know, I've been here long enough. I know. When we get hail, it's gonna thunder and lightning. It's just one of those things.
Bark, bark, bark. I don't know how to have that face.
Huh? There.
That's my face.
It just. We say it hailed for almost like 5 minutes straight.
Probably a little bit longer. Because
Holy
it keeps like slowing down like this. It'll happen this. Like it was quieter than this earlier, then it started back like crazy and then thunder. Lightning.
That's supposed to be dirt right there in that little area. Right? And
You
that's
can't
just
even
solid.
see it. Like, you can tell that more. But I wonder if the birds that died in front of my window are still there.
There's a bird that died in front of your window?
Yeah. Really? Yeah, it's still there.
You haven't got out and done anything with it?
No, I need to do that. Maybe I'll bury it right in front of my window so it'll always be.
said John didn't need his computer. That's right.
I love how that one's like boarded up over there.
Yeah.
I don't even know what those are. I think it's like a hole in there.
It's cheaper than putting it in my window. Plus it's
This is crazy.
Yeah.
It was darker earlier though. That was like.
That's because I think the cloud is passing.
Yeah.
Because it's way brighter
What are
over
those-
there.
What are those called? Aren't there like a name for those that like the clouds that just come in and like rain like a ton for like a few minutes and then just like go away?
Downpours.
Yeah. Gosh, Mary, you gotta put these outside. I'm dead.
They're not actually dead because they're still soft. She's just.
Oh. No. She's barely buried them. She put them
Yeah.
at the very top.
Well, she's too busy doing other things like college to take care of plants.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, apparently the lightning is past. We got one big boom. There's probably been others.
Wait, why does... Oh, yeah, I was about to say, why does thunder come after lightning? And then I just realized, we just talked about this in science, because, like, light travels faster than sound. So, like,
Well, the thing is, the lightning causes
I
thunder.
know, but he said something like that, and I don't know if he was right.
All right. We swung by Aaron's parents because he needed to see his parents. I have apparently started losing my voice. I'm not sure why. I think the sheer amount of charcoal in the air at Kathy's house didn't help.
Yeah, probably not.
Yours is a little out there too.
Yeah, but this is how I've been.
Yeah. It's also entirely possible that chickens were doing something to my throat. Because they had basically hay, straw hay in their stuff, and that kicks up stuff. Plus dogs. And then over at your parents' house, it was getting worse. Like I was thinking that it was like, I don't know. But you guys can hear it. It kind of even hurts to talk a little bit. So I'm going to be laying down the phone. And hopefully this will rest up by tomorrow morning. Yeah, what are you doing?
I'm working on the vampire character sheet thing, redesigning it.
Okay. All right. Well, good morning. My voice has not seemed to have improved. In fact, I seem to have lost a couple words. Seem. There we are. My voice does not seem to have improved. Starting a word with an S seemed hard. And it seems a little easier now that I'm pushing through it, but... It is 7:43. Need to get some stuff going. I literally woke up and I went to pee and I came out and I got in the kitchen and I was like, oh my god, it's 7:40. And I went hunting for the camera. I've technically been I've been awake for a while. Oh, that was positively disgusting. I'm gonna see what my body wants to hork up next. I will.
So, no, I'm not recording a tub talk or whatnot. I've decided to see if I can come down and see if the steam will loosen things up. I've been drinking hot coffee for most of the morning. It's like 10. No, it's like 9. Don't touch your phone with the wet hand. 9:46. So it's been 2 hours since I talked to you guys last. Oh, there's it. Ant. Stop stubbing your nose at me. That's how they attack. At least that's their attack animation. Whatever. 7-day catch streak. 3,100 Stardust. Oh my god. Sent Willie a Snapchat. And was like, I still feel like I'm being punked. Posted something on Facebook. You know, when you get a lingering feeling that your team is still punking you. At this point, you guys already know. I mean, obviously, it happened in my past, and now it's happened in your past. It's before the chickens, in case you didn't realize. And we recorded long enough that it wasn't on standby, so... The problem is I want to keep bringing it up, because I'm not sure exactly what I said after practice, and if I gave away tactics, I need to edit them out. So if it seems pretty broken, I was rambling and let loose some tactics that I don't want other people to know about. I can talk about them to Willie because he understands and he's had friends on other football teams and talked about stuff, and mostly the stuff that I know right now would be on defense, and it's sort of like, don't give away the calls for the blitzes. But like, it's cover 2. He knows what cover 2 is for a linebacker, for a safety, for a corner, like sort of thing. It's sort of like, it's like, oh my god, he's running a 9. Oh, my defense doesn't know what a 9 is. Well, I mean, it's entirely possible that you can goof up your route tree and throw people off. I know some people have tried a even odds double number system. Like if it's evens, it's left, odds, it's right. They're all the same route. It was the depth of the route. A 46 and a 26 are the same route because it's going in that direction and you're running the 6 version of whatever it is. And it allows you to have 10 routes on one side because then you can just modify it with the odd number. 26, 46, 66, 86 are all the same number. It's the exact same route. But 36 will be the other direction, 56, that. And that can throw people off because a lot of people, at least youth, might think they try to memorize like 100 routes. But if you actually just watch them run routes, you realize they're not running more than 10 routes. It's really, it's terrible. It works for, low leagues. Seems to be working. It's great in concept, but I'm tired of explaining to people that there's a lot of things that are great on paper. A lot of things that are great on paper. I am going to take the camera. I literally just put my hand in the water, even though they've both been out. I'm going to take the camera off the hot coffee cup. I'm going to put it on my phone. It's still not great. How about that? Does that work? That works. Not even quite having the sun in the way, which is right there. We're always looking up my nose now. But as my coffee cup has the drinking hole and the bottom of the camera was getting hot just from the steam. I don't know if I'm actually going to do anything with Willie
in terms of legs. I probably should. I mean, I know, oh God. We don't have TV tonight, which means it's a Jessica Jones. There's nothing major on for Sunday that I know of. You know what, let's pull the camera. Let's pull the phone out. Snapchat from Willie. Uh-oh.
Being made a lineman? Yeah, dude, I would too. Wait, so did you get to play linebacker at all?
Yeah. Like, while the offense was running routes and we were shadowing, they actually called me over to the offensive line and told me all of that. And then we finally split up into team, and Malcolm put me at strong outside linebacker. And we were doing that for a little while, and they had me swap with one of the linemen, and he went out and did middle linebacker, and they moved the current middle linebacker out to the outside linebacker. But then we finally... All right, so Willie and I are going to be talking. Oh, right, I was going to check TV. Sorry for the break, but Willie and I like to swear to each other because we're grown adults, but I like to also have monetizable videos because this is an income for me. Even outside of Patreon, that's currently $1 a month, which is fine. I appreciate it a lot. American Idol, no. Simpsons, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Instinct, Little Big Shots. No, we are watching Jessica Jones tonight. All right, I will see you guys later, probably after mod, if there's anything. You know how Sundays go. If I do anything with Willie, it's going to be... I goofed up last night, and I wanted to get like his spit take on camera of telling him, but he guessed it really fast, and now we've been talking about it, so I don't get to see his initial reaction on camera, because that would have been priceless. All right, don't go in high tones yet. Well, we definitely beat some semblance of a rush. I'm not sure. I mean, it is only 12:30 now, when we'd normally be getting there. And if the church is... Yeah, it looks like the church just let out. Oh, did not notice there was a broken CD. Well, at least it's not like broken glass, which you can pop the tire. That CD plastic can't puncture our tire.
It would probably just be much more difficult.
Oh yeah, it'd have to be a wider chunk. I just like... CDs are so fragile as is.
Yeah.
Plus they're all laying flat, so like I'd have to like and like twist one to get it up. And I'm probably just gonna, if I do, I'll probably just like obliterate it by grinding it on the ground anyway. So yeah, salad again. Mm-hmm. It was very good, apparently.
I definitely dig their salads.
The fact you basically get
a pizza.
Yeah, you can get any of their toppings. I mean, technically you can grab any of those leaf things and put them on your salad or on your pizza too. You just don't have a pizza crust.
Yeah.
And you put ranch though on your pizza.
Yeah.
Well, would you?
It would not be my normal pizza, but there are pizzas I would.
I could see all you really wanted was like a chicken bacon ranch.
Yeah.
You might have the ranch as the base, mixed in with the white sauce, and then put like cheese, chicken, and bacon with not a whole plethora of veggies, but artichoke, chicken bacon artichoke, chicken bacon mushroom. I don't know.
Yeah. There's a lot of ways that you can do it that would be good, but with all the stuff I normally put on my pizzas, ranch is just it's not a good fit.
Yeah. So we're off to Fridays. Right? Yeah.
Yep.
Ugh. My eyes feel itchy, and I wonder if there's something in the air. All right, so I will not be doing anything with Willie. I have not told him that. I'm going to tell him this momentarily. I'm just like fatigued, but I'm like fatigued and somewhat dizzy. And I think it's what it feels like is like my body's going through a second fever phase. Like I'm feeling achy, I'm feeling gross, I'm feeling lightheaded, and like I just want to sit down and rest. That sort of feeling.
Yeah.
So it's almost like I'm having an aftershock of being sick, which is not unheard of considering how sick I did get. We bought M&Ms. I didn't bring that up in the store. Did you want to? These are crunchy espresso.
Multiple colors.
Yeah.
That's good. That's really good.
Yeah.
I can totally be overpowering after a few.
You mean like the 6 I just ate? At one time?
I am not one to be outdone.
To give you guys a look, they're
almost like Whoppers on the inside. They kind of crumble and have that. What is a Whopper? What is that stuff on the inside called? Just malt?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like crunchy malt, but it's flavored espresso. But probably like you would get like a Torani's espresso syrup flavor.
Yeah.
Here's my trigger a lesbian tea. Thumbs up if you get that, if you laughed. Makes me laugh every time. Every time I see Snapple straight up tea, triggered.
I said that to someone at work because they mentioned, I think, straight up tea actually. And I said, I'm triggered. Why? Because you drink coffee?
Who was it?
Matt.
Okay. Where are your raspberry ones?
Probably over there.
He got raspberry ones. Well, we wanted to get both of them. He paid for the raspberry ones. I paid for the espresso ones. I also think that like 3 of each in our mouth is actually going to taste pretty decent. Because I've had raspberry mochas before. You know what? That's a video from a long time ago. There's a card up there. I actually went and had a raspberry mocha at a place downtown Portland. So, you guys can see, I remember that one was like, this is interesting tasting, because they didn't use like Torani's raspberry. They used like a raspberry simple syrup that they make that morning or something.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the coffee shop's still in existence. We all know how these things,
Yeah.
a lot of the, like I had a whole year of coffee shops. A whole 52, or I had like 60 different coffee shops, and I barely left downtown. In what I call kind of the core downtown.
Yeah.
There was a few, there was like 3 or 4. I went all the way out to like the Mount Scott area, but I drove out there. But I didn't really go down very far. I mean, I was in downtown for a while. I was hoping you'd get your raspberry ones out so we could try those real quick.
They're under my yogurt.
Our checker is nice. He's every time we check out through him, I'm just that 1% convinced he's on the spectrum. He just
On the spectrum or not, there's something off about him.
procedural. There's something procedural about him.
That's not what I mean. His speech patterns and mannerisms are those of someone who's not neurotypical.
That's what I'm saying.
But there is more to not neurotypical than on the spectrum.
By and large, I know diagnostic criteria, and I'm not able to give him a legal diagnosis, but I know he's somewhere on the spectrum. I spent far more time around Max than you have, and you saw Max that one night. He's further down the spectrum than I am,
Yeah.
at least in this social awkwardness.
They smell amazing.
Oh, Jesus. Those literally smell like raspberry concentrate. That's probably what they're flavored with. I was going to have some of my tea and get some of this out and get some of that lingering salivated chocolate out. 1, 2, 3. Oh, the lumpy is all get out. Look at that. Look at that guy. Aaron, he's so lumpy.
Yeah.
I got a little white brain. Here, pick out 3.
3 of each? Or just 3 of raspberry?
Just this one. Just this one. So, for me.
Ah.
Because I was going to put 3 of each in my mouth. Okay, 2 raspberry and 4 espresso. Holy crap, those are potent.
That means it's my turn.
Do you want the 4 and the 2, or do you want 3 and 3?
3 and 3. And then you need water.
Crunch, 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 crunch.
Taste the coffee more than the raspberry.
You also taste coffee more than I do. As is.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it. But anyways, I'm gonna hit up Willie and say what's going on and tell him what's going on. I'm looking at like hilarious things people do that have like people that made their disability humorous. And it's like getting the tattoo right around the bottom of your stump. Do not cut above this line. The guy in a wheelchair with no legs, like Irish, and just has a shirt. All my friends are walkers, and shows zombies. gone to market.
Oh.
But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna get a hold of Willie and all that jazz. I will chat with you guys maybe later if we talk about, because it's only 2:30. I gotta read some of this playbook. I'll do that while we're waiting, and Aaron plunks away at his computer for a little bit. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Aaron and I are having a discussion about what constitutes fiscal years and whatnot, and it's just like some companies start at the beginning of the year, some people go around what we call taxes on April 15th, and then other companies have 5 quarters.
No. Other huge companies offset their fiscal year by 2.
Oh. And there's also people that have 5 quarters. That's what? Morning. It's obviously it's. I keep thinking in the form of like many other things where I have like an intro, then I speak, then the intro happens, and Mondays always screws me up because it's already at the end of the video. And I feel like I also like recall back to like years ago when I would actually try to do. I'd replay the weekend as we walked up. So, and I'd be like, oh, morning. It's now Monday. Let's see, what happened Friday night? And then I'd play videos. That I did. It was fun, kind of fun editing. It was really disjointed. So, because I was still in a mode of traveling through the day or through the weekend. So, like, sometimes I'd go to bed and wake up the next morning, similar thoughts happening. Because it was a weird thematic idea when I was watching Grace's Fry Diary or whatever, because she'd like recall her days. I can see why Pokemon doesn't consider it foggy, but all my weather apps consider this foggy because it's not technically foggy, as you guys can see pretty much all the way back there. Let's see, I've got legs today with Willie. I don't know why. And the thing is, apparently Willie had a fatigue moment yesterday. I thought I was gonna like read the playbook on the couch, you know, get at least a breeze through of it, because it's, you know, just like kind of read every other word and get the concept of the idea. Then while I'm editing today, read through more in depth of it. No, I laid down on the couch. Let me finish up Diggy's energy and all that jazz before I get into the playbook. And I didn't even really finish through Diggy's energy while I was laying on the couch, and I like passed out. Yeah. And then I got up and I went to bed and I laid down for another 3 hours. It was like 3 o'clock when we got home, and I was like, Willie, I'm not going to be able to go. I feel like compromised. And so he's like, okay, that's no fun. We'll just do it tomorrow. Yeah. Apparently he did too. So he knew we're like joint exhausted. My brain's trying not to do that. We are entangled pairs thing. But like, no, because it was like, I was not going to sleep last night for obvious reasons. Yeah. So I got up. I didn't get up, but I looked at my phone for a little bit and was like, I'm gonna find a YouTube video that's like boring as all get out. Just totally boring. Some droning particle physics lecture, you know? And I'm like, and I thought, oh, I'll listen to Alan Watts, because he's got a great thing, and I can sit there and listen to it, and he'll drone me to sleep. He's that Buddhist guy that I keep bringing up every so often.
Well, I know you've brought him up before, but...
Then I don't know.
But I mean, have you shown me any of his videos?
Many times. He doesn't look like anything. Everything's a lecture. Recorded lecture, so from like the 60s. And so I was trying to do that, but I saw Willie's Instagram story, and it was just him sitting on the bench that he got 2 touchdowns yesterday, and the coach took him off offense. And I was like, some people are, you know, high out of their minds, high out of their GD minds, was what I said. He's like, yeah, I know. And I'm like, oh, I didn't expect you to respond. I wonder. And he's like, blah, 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 blah. And that's when I found out that apparently he took a nap too, and he was worried that he wasn't going to be able to get to sleep, and he was going to go through work tomorrow and all the kids would be screwed up, or he'd be all like, and the kids are trying to take him down, and they actually do take him down. But anyways, that's hilarious.
Yeah. Right, this is my train. Bye.
All right, so Aaron got on his train. I didn't want to like tie him up or anything or have him talk and say, I'll catch the next train, because we were already running really late this morning. Not really late, but I forced him to go through a lot of stuff that he didn't have to because he was getting out of bed at 7:30, not 7. And for my sakes, that is super late because I'm used to, you know, at least for like football, trying to go long distances, and that traffic can snarl up for like 10 minutes extra. So I try to get there early. I understand this weekend I got there an hour early, but you know, it helps. It's a thing. I've been spaced this whole weekend. I guess because I was just like taken aback after what happened at practice, and then Sunday I was like, because I guess I was just overstimulated from my sisters and then Aaron's parents, and then I got a little bit of like sicky hay fever stuff, and then yesterday I was just down for the count for like 4 hours, which if you agree that you take a nap, a long nap in the middle of the day, it just throws you off. And you just are like, ugh. But I was like, we got up when we watched like a good chunk of Jessica Jones. And then I said, okay, Aaron, let's go to bed. And so he went to bed, and I was like, I'm not tired. So that's weird, that's fun. I'm walking down the road over here, hit the other Poke Stop down here and avoid the construction stuff. I'll get to editing this, and I will see you guys tomorrow for Trek Tuesday.